sheets.
Do you wanna? Can I do another knowledge, history, and local check?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, just as I go to frickin' pet the doggy, it's time for checks.
Okay. So, full disclosure, I was laughing at Ifreel's obsession with paintings because I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, and this is knowledge on Zachary, right?
Yeah. First one is knowledge history, then knowledge local. They both have the same.
Knowledge local on Terrell. Yeah, Terrell don't know shit.
I don't know anything.
Unless he's also kind of considered as nobility in this one, I have another one to roll.
Unchecked. Mine is.
No, technically not.
Yeah.
Like I'll tell you straight up, nobody in here is noble at all.
Okay.
You do know that this tavern has been here for a very, very long time, but it was actually an orphanage at one point that was abandoned. And the crew that is taking it over has turned it into a fully functioning pirate tavern. You do know, and you hear whispers as you guys are being led towards this particular corner of the tavern, that you guys are headed towards the crew of the Sea Lust. This is the crew that you heard rumors about prior, that they've been all over the world helping countless kingdoms, settlements, the whole 9 yards. You don't know their captain, all you know is what he's been called by. Roll me perception. Everybody.
Oh boy.
Wow.
It's the negative ones.
Alright.
I think we're just like passing the negative ones around.
Oh, please let me get a -1. By the Gygax, let it happen. No, I wanted a 0.
Alright, so Ifrael doesn't see it. Zachary sees it, Favrin sees it, and Terrell sees it. Hun, did you roll too?
Yes.
Okay,
it
so
is
you
24.
rolled 24. Okay. You see a figure in almost like the back corner as you guys are going through this particular section of the tavern, and it's almost like an archway. You see a figure sitting hooded with a axe to the side, and it appears they're drinking some sort of concoction, like an ale almost. This particular figure has a very ominous aura and seems to be observing you guys. Makoto, you will see not only that particular figure, but in the center of the tavern, there's 2 other figures that are hooded, and one is a big fucking dude.
Big fucking dude.
Oh yeah, like this dude is huge. And he seems to be kind of out of place for this particular tavern, and he is also sitting next to a woman. And they're both hooded.
You should be careful. Be careful of that woman. Of that. I can't say it now. He will point out the two people there, and he'll also point out the person in the corner. And be like, I would be careful with those people. They look a bit out of place here, don't you think? And he'll look towards Favrin and Tyrell and Zachary and Ifriti.
Zachary's gonna raise an eye. Thanks, Makoto. That's.
Also,
They're giving you the
Favrin,
creeps.
those dancers. Isn't that what you used to do?
Oh, shit!
I was wondering who was
Makoto just
container. They seem to be getting undressed.
She puffs her face up a little bit, like her cheeks get all like big, and she like has, well, it would probably be like a purple tone when she blushes because she's gray.
I can't believe Makoto just called Favrin a prostitute.
Yeah.
He doesn't know any better. He has knowledge local like -1.
Makoto, you were amazing for a moment, and then you promptly took it away.
That's Makoto.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not slutty.
He looks very confused at you. I did not say that. I thought they were dancers similar to you.
Makoto,
And I guess I could
there's
notice that there's
differences.
one with like their tits like almost out or something and be like, no, not one of those.
The pirate guy will notice this as you guys are walking, and he'll go like, "What? Not a fan of the red light ladies?"
We tend to have a little bit more modesty amongst us.
Terrell will stop by the bar and order a round for everybody, by the way.
The pirate guy will kind of signal him to stop, and he goes, "No, you don't want that ale. Come, friend, I'll get you better stuff."
Terrell will shrug and follow.
Okay, and then the pirate guy will signal, it looks like a boy almost, and he'll run up. He'll tell them that to get like the good stuff, and you guys will walk closer to the guy who's surrounded by all the promiscuous ladies. And he'll look up and he'll go, "Oi, Captain, I brought the guys we were waiting for."
Alright, who the fuck are you lot? Aren't you the murderers from Freymarsh? Anybody?
Wait, what? Wait, is
So
this in character or out of
he's
character?
gonna look at Favrin, and then he's just gonna kind of like roll his eyes. He's gonna look at Ephraim and just kind of guffaw very openly. Then he's gonna look at Makoto and just kind of look him up and down, and kind of like, I'll think about it. And then he's gonna look at Terrell and see that he has the shiniest armor, and then he goes, you with the fucking armor, get over here. We need to have a word.
Terrell will
Fucking
step
Kane.
forward and kind of cross his
Fucking
arms.
Kane.
I told you guys I had a good surprise for you.
I love Kate. Such a dick.
Shiny boy, come here. We have to have a word.
Yeah, like I said, Terrell steps forward and kind of just crosses his arms.
You're lots with the murders from Freymarsh, right? Looking for some kind of key or something like that?
We are not murderers.
You're not?
It was a,
Next time I walk into a castle and kill everybody in there except for the king, then I'll say I'm not a murderer as well.
it was a legitimate act of espionage.
We
Right.
protected
Anyway.
the princess.
Look,
You're
I gave the order. These guys just happened to follow it.
He didn't really
That
notice the
that
wizard before.
doesn't work in international law.
He didn't really notice a wizard before, and he kind of leans over and looks at him and goes, "You with them too, I assume?"
Yeah, I am.
And you gave the orders and thought the shiny boy would be the leader here.
Well,
Actually, our leaders most of the time. As Zachary points over at. Oh, I'm sorry, Lauren. I'm gonna put you on this. I just tend to advise every now and then.
Kane goes, "Ah, really?" Leans in real close, puts his finger across her cheek, and then draws it down. So you tell these men what to do, do you?
he's touching me.
All right, all right.
Ifriel smacks his hand away.
We're the ones you're looking for, and we're looking for you as well. You're our contact. Let's talk business.
Talking business, that's what I like to hear. Alright, have you got the killers? Anybody?
The guy will look around, and the boy will kind of like very carefully, he's walking back with like almost like 12 big mugs of ale.
Jesus.
And he puts it on the table.
Drink up, drink up.
He never saw a wizard before?
Terrell?
He didn't see you before. I forgot to mention it, frankly, but I wanted to include you.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, Kimmy was the closest to that one.
Terrell
Nope.
takes a sip of the beer, kind of, mulls it over in his mouth for a second, and then sets it aside and pulls out a bottle of Elven Sea Lord wine.
Zachary pulls out his flask of Dragon Punch of whiskey and hands it over to Kane. How about you try some of that?
He took a drink already?
Hmm?
Zachary took a drink already?
Yeah.
Kane kind of squints his eyes at him. He recoifs his hair, snatches it from your hand, takes a sip of it, swigs it in his mouth, gives it to him, gives it back to him. It's not bad. Alright, back to business.
Certainly.
So, tell me what you know, and I'll tell you what I know, and we'll go from there.
We were on a mission to help the princess.
We were on an espionage mission to find out what the king was building. We snuck in, ran into some guards underneath, killed them, found out that they have some type of weapon that can go against the gods. Turns out we weren't very careful on what we did. Barely got out. We couldn't destroy it.
Amaterasu would not let us destroy it. I tried.
So, what you're looking for is some kind of trinket that'll destroy it, so...
Anything that can destroy it.
In the meantime, in the back, like, Abby is starting to get a little fidgety, and she kind of, like, looks around, and she goes, Kane, sir,
What the fuck do you want?
sorry, can I go now? I know I was a little behind on everything, but I brought him just like you asked.
Kane spits at her feet and says, "Go on!"
Okay,
You could be nicer.
Yeah, that is no way to treat her.
well, if you need me again, Captain, I'll be in town. Bye, guys. And she'll just kind of, like, run off, and you can hear all, like, the trinkets she has in her backpack just kind of, like, jangling as everything goes on.
Do you treat everyone like that?
I treat everybody like that. If I had a mother, I'd treat her like that.
It is unfortunate that you have that disposition.
I think it's unfortunate that you think you can be this frisky in my presence.
Look, Kane.
Your little blue boy over there slapped my hand. Ifriel just gives him a really nasty looking face.
Kane, right?
That's the name. Allred Giles Kane.
My name's Zachary. We found a weapon that can harm a god. Can you help us or not?
I don't believe there's anything that could harm a god, but I can help you find your trinket if you must.
Why would the princess send him to help us? This doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, but he's kind of gross.
What do you know about religion?
What do I know about religion? I know Calestria is the best of them all.
You mean Amaterasu?
Kane pulls off his glove real quick, bares his scar to you guys.
Ah, he's a holy man.
Yes, but he is following the wrong one.
There's many different kinds.
Tell me, what kind of, is the right one, if you will, Mr. Bald Man?
The Lady of the Sun, Amaterasu, of course. She shines down
Kane.
on all.
Kane has a really stupid look on his face. He's never even heard of this god before.
Oh, God.
But I actually,
Well, my
know
lady
this
can beat
also-
your lady in a fist fight, so let's move on. Get done with the little child actings.
I will fight for my lady. And he will, like, pose.
Oh god.
Isn't there an
Oh, shit.
alternative name to your god, Makoto?
Is that in character?
Yes.
We call her Amaterasu.
What does everybody else call her?
Amaterasu?
Can I roll as non-religion?
Yes.
Makoto is best monk. And I just want you to understand, Chibi, I don't say that lightly. I was once in a party with Foot Hands, the Formian monk.
God.
He was a pretty amazing monk.
Would I know the alternative name for that one?
Yes.
Also known as Saren Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Kane has like a light bulb. Ah, Sun Lady! I knew a paladin that followed her once. He's alright. A little bit of a wuss, if you ask me.
Shit.
He should have trained with me. I could have made him stronger.
Well, you should have trained with me. And Kane leans back and grabs his two women.
Oh.
Shit.
Poor Baru.
Poor Barbara.
And keep in mind, he also has message as well.
Mm-hmm.
He can talk to Baru whenever he wants.
Yeah, poor Baru.
So
I
what
bet
is-
he like sends messages to him and Baru just never responds back.
It's probably like,
So what is a monk of Celestria doing here?
I'm not a monk, boy. I'm a cleric. I tell you what, I'm making money. Money off prostitution, because all these fucking losers around here are buying from me. And I make money being a first mate and a captain.
Okay, so exactly what information do you have that can help us destroy this?
Ah, yes, a task and goal. So my captain, she seems to know about some Enki. There's probably something I could find out. Let me get with her, something I forgot.
Meanwhile, in the back, you can just hear someone go, "Ugh." And you'll see a figure get up, the one that you guys saw coming in that was hooded, and kind of saunter down. Sorry, give me one sec.
Kane kind of pushes his bitch over to the left off the floor, makes some room for her.
And so you'll see this figure walk up. She'll take her hood off, and you'll see this is a female half-orc, standing about 5'8".
oh god.
She has
As she sits down, Kane puts her arm around her, kind of puts his fingers on her chin, and says, "Tell me, what you know about the Enkis, do you know?"
I can't do this with Lauren freaking out. It's too funny.
I'm surprised she hasn't cut off his hand by now.
She's come close. So Sunina's gonna cross her arms, sigh, and just be like, "Kane, can we do this
Yes.
later?
Oh, we do it every night, don't we?
Every other night, but still."
Ah, yes. I have to pray as well.
Yes.
Anyway, they want to know about this Enki trinket that you told me about. I was supposed to tell them, but I've stopped listening because it's bored.
As you do every time. Alright.
What? Were you saying something?
And she's just gonna like lift her hand and like just kind of flick him right between the eyes. And he's just gonna recoil a minute and then he'll like rub it, but he likes it.
Damn straight he does.
He'll just be like, "Ah! Oh! Oh! Yeah." Kind of the reaction that you see.
Likes that pain.
Yeah, she'll kind of signal for the rest of the table to be clear so you guys can sit down.
All the
Okay.
pirates get up.
Yeah. Everybody gets up.
Sits down at the table. Pulls out another cigar, lights it.
Okay, so everybody's sitting down.
Ifril's on full guard right now.
So hold on. Sanino sees Zykri, who's an elf, and doesn't react.
No, because you gotta remember, Sunino and Kane have seen some shit. So a lot of different like races and stuff don't bother them as much anymore.
Is part of their crew elves?
Yes.
Are they like scrawny, underfed, or are they just as like normal elves?
They're normal. Like if you
Okay.
wouldn't have seen their ears, you would have guessed they were human.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fat elves.
Well, no, they're not. They're not fat elves. Like they're bulked. Like they've got some muscle on them.
No, it's a joke because elves are usually scrawny and underfed looking anyways.
Well, I mean, amidst their crew, I won't have you guys roll for this. Amidst their crew, you'll see there's elves, you'll see dwarves, you'll see humans, you'll see tieflings. Like the whole crew is a mishmash of people. So everybody sits down. Sunino kind of has that. She leans forward and kind of puts her hands together and says, "All right. So, as you may have met our dear friend Abby, she was recruited by us, we'll say, in the presence of the princess, to locate you guys because we had to get you out very, very quickly. Essentially, what you found was the end of all things that could cause the end. It is a very, very dangerous device that could essentially kill not just a god, but the gods. Everything from, I think I heard you say it was Amaterasu, right? And she'll point to Makoto.
Yes.
Essentially everything from Amaterasu to Serenray would be dead.
That is impossible.
But you see...
Ross is Saren, right? I'm sorry.
Kane kind of just leans in and looks skeptical.
And she just kind of like put her, like, almost like rub her head like she's getting a headache. Look, long time ago, there was a war. The humans wanted a failsafe in case the gods become tyrannical. And so, what they came up was with that device that you guys found in Zora. The thing that was meant as a way to shut it down is what we've only come to know it as the end key. And it was a way to shut it down permanently. The only problem is we found the key and we haven't found the device itself. Since you guys are the only ones who have managed to see the device, the princess made it a point to make sure that you came back to Freymarsh protected. She's due to ascend to being queen soon, so there's that.
And long live the queen.
The shadow.
Anyway, so, as you might have heard, we are not exactly well liked in certain parts of the region, so we have to... I hate you all so much.
Sorry, I started it.
Anyway, she'll go on to... I'll wait till everybody has a fun time with the shadow.
You'll be an ass.
I'm sorry, I started it. I didn't mean to.
And Dargo had the best reaction.
And that's when the party died.
Oh.
Worth it.
Oh,
Worth it.
Darko runs away screaming. God damn it.
That's the appropriate response.
Oh no. Alright.
Oh no, I still stand by my piece. I'm out.
So, Sunino's going to continue and say, so, the princess essentially wants you guys back in Freymarsh so you can testify before the parliament so we can go and take Zora and retrieve this device before it is used in the wrong hands.
What she said.
Understandable.
Yes.
But you cannot move the device. It is immovable.
The princess has information that she's paid me very paid us, I should say, very handsomely not to divulge, but there is a way to move it, but it requires time. So, that's why we have to get you guys back to Freymarsh before it's too late. Because we've had to, run some divergence? diversions to make sure that you guys were safe with where you were on the island.
See.
Yes. But the message that you guys were sent by the princess, by Abby, had to be delivered by her. If it was anybody of my crew, yeah, it wouldn't have been received properly.
That's the flat-chested one, right?
Yes. That's the one that you, and she'll like turn to Kane. That's the one you got drunk one night and you tried to sleep with? Remember?
Tried.
Oh, you did? Oh, you salty dog. And she'll like elbow Kane a little bit.
Ugh.
Look. And Sunina will lean in and kind of like point at Favren and be like, look, you don't understand. When you've done the things that we've done to help ensure the safety of the world, you have to enjoy vices where you get them.
You said that you saved the world. What exactly did you do?
Would you like me to answer in order or chronologically?
What was the biggest one? You said save the world. From what?
The Trask.
Thing that doesn't exist.
You're welcome. It doesn't.
Right, okay, so how are we getting back?
Well, luckily for you, we're due to leave port soon. And by soon, by tomorrow night.
How many days will we be traveling?
Be quite a few. We have some information we still need to gather, and I think you guys will enjoy on my... And she'll kind of do this, like, sarcastic wave of her hands, trying to make it look elegant. My cruise ship. And she'll...
He coming along?
Who? And she'll, like, point back at Kane. Him?
Yes.
He's my first mate. He's my second in command. Of course he's coming.
Ha ha ha!
Don't worry, we keep an ample supply of women for him on board.
Damn do you!
Well, I haven't heard you complain yet. Especially that one Sarah. She's a little weird. Anyway.
I kicked her off aboard before we ran apart. Don't worry, we can see her again.
She can't swim.
Oops.
Sunita will kind of like put her hand to her head like, oh my god.
How does one swim, by the way?
Sunino, how have you not killed him already?
Lots and lots of patience.
I am not liking this.
I was asking you to like it.
So, with the power that's at your disposal, why exactly would you need us other than the location?
Well, I figured you guys had enough firepower and, you know, make the trip back to Freymarsh a little bit easier.
I'm not sure the princess would send someone like you. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time believing this. She is a noble woman.
Well, sometimes when you're in a position of power, you have to get a little creative. Trust me, she wasn't exactly willing to come in and see me.
She was not willing. What did you do to her?
Oh my god, calm down.
You get used to it after a while.
This is gonna be a long
Did
trip.
you harm her?
No, I did not harm her.
No, it was just diplomatic things.
Yes, sometimes you have to get your hands dirty. And so she came and see me. And that's just the way it was.
And it goes dead silent.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it does.
And that's the way it was. It's like,
Can cast
8
silence.
and
Like super creepy. Starts to like.
Yeah,
Kane cast what?
Silence.
there we go.
Aw. I asked a question. When Kane casted what?
I said
Letting-
silence. It was a joke more than anything.
Oh.
Sorry, multitasking. Yeah, so essentially, nobody else hears this conversation that's going on. And she kind of, Sunino goes on to pretty much explain, like, the princess had to do something to get you guys back. Even though it was kind of inferred that it was a black bag operation, based on what was told and what was seen, like, she needed you guys back because you guys are actually valuable to the location of where this device is.
Can we talk? I need to talk with my allies here
Oh, please, by all means.
in private.
And she'll signal over. She'll go, Sam, come here, boy. And you'll see a little boy, and he'll be like, yeah? Get these men whatever, men and women, pardon me, whatever they need. Oh, okay. And he'll kind of run off and go into a corner.
Just to satisfy
Sam?
my curiosity,
Yeah?
who's the other two figures?
They're just sitting there. They haven't revealed, they're just, you kind of feel like they're watching you a little bit.
So, Sunino, right?
Yeah?
What about the other ones you were sitting with?
What other ones I was sitting with?
Oh, you guys weren't sitting at the same table?
Sunino was the only one by herself.
Okay, she was in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Which of the 12 corners?
Oh. The shadowy end.
Mm-hmm.
Sam,
Yeah?
can I have some tea, please?
Yeah. And he'll run off.
Thank you, Sam.
Welcome.
AFK a few guys.
Yeah, actually, if we would like, let's do a 10-ish minute break. 5,
Sure.
10 minutes.
That's
That sounds
great.
good.
Yeah,
Sounds
so,
good.
yeah, let's take a break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
She dances the arts.
Yeah, she
She
does.
does.
Sure.
Ifriel makes a little head bow at him, picks up the tea, and then joins the rest of the party very much making sure Fabrin gets in first before anybody else leaves before everybody else does.
I really wish I had summoned table.
Terrell will flag down the serving boy and ask for a set of wine glasses.
What's the most expensive alcohol that they have at this one? If you say Terran brandy, you're gonna...
Cotton candy brandy.
Oh fuck!
How much is it? Oh shit! I'll do it. Sending a serving boy. I'll give him a gold as tip too.
It's like Zachary is my sugar daddy.
Makoto, I don't have any money. Can you buy my tea for me, please?
Oh, he gave away his money last session.
To save our asses. He's making Sunino and fucking Kane look like shit.
Oh, he's happy now. Just wait till he gets mugged later.
Pretty much. We're good idiots, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ifrito
I
bows at
mean,
him.
we could just go outside, go for a walk.
Yeah, we don't
Will they
know.
let us
how-
back in?
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is about as good as we're gonna get, guys.
Kane's casting Scry in the next room.
He fucking would.
He fucking would.
Even if I had a way to counter that, Kane's way too strong for that kind of thing. Oh. He was like level 13, right?
It's 12 actually.
Oh, okay. 12 still has a lot of fucking good shit.
Yes, he does. But anyway,
You're not supposed to
I-
trust them.
I
Yeah,
don't
but they
like
should.
any of them, frankly.
I'm not sure we have much of a choice.
We're supposed to travel with them?
Yeah, but we don't exactly know what the princess did in the first place, I guess, over here.
Would Ephrail know like how the ports work here at all? Probably not, I guess. Oh shit. I don't even think I have it trained, frankly. Yeah, he doesn't have it trained.
What are you looking for?
How
I
the
have it.
ports work around here. Never mind.
Wow.
I
So-
just took you out.
Would there be another ship that's going to Freymarsh?
Oh.
So bad or worse? I think there's another boat going to Zora, but I don't know if that's a safer idea or not. What do you think, Zachary?
Yeah, but they could still recognize us because we have a bounty on our heads. Is it like green and floating red stuff, or like what is this?
Ugh.
Huh. Could I? Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. You're not actually gonna drink that, are you, Zachary?
At least the kids treat it all right, I guess.
Why wouldn't I? I'm just gonna nurse it throughout the entire night.
Oh, gods.
Ephrail just makes a really gross face and then takes a sip of his tea.
Oh, then I would have to pound it too.
Hmm.
What was this?
And you're doom if you drink that.
We'll see.
Now I'm like questioning what the fuck am I drinking? I'm like,
So, what do you want for a roll? A Constitution or what?
I mean, I mean, I've got a whole bottle of wine I opened for the group, and then everyone started ordering drinks. So.
Okay, gimme. No, I'm sharing with Terrell.
Yes. Apparently, I thought it was more important to stock up on wine than healing potions. Money
Fair
well
enough.
spent.
Gotta promise me though, if I get drunk,
Darling, you're giving me
piggybacker.
Very well.
Oh God.
Wait, what? I have to take a negative 10 to this?
It's death.
I think I might pass out. Well, maybe not.
Oh gods.
And here Terrell was worried about us getting poisoned, hence why he opened a sealed bottle. But you guys went ahead and poisoned yourselves. GG.
Yeah, I think you guys poisoned yourself.
I guess
Okay,
the
Zachary
Man
sits
can't
on the.
hold his liquor anymore.
Not carrying him.
Look, we've been on this stupid island for a bit. What do we have to lose?
Each other. As if real helps Zachary stand straight.
Oh Lord.
Yes, well, safe is not always an option.
It's not.
We
Why should
are
we stay safe?
we are living in service to the kingdom. There is a certain amount of danger that comes along with that.
I thought this was just going to be a simple espionage mission. Used my magic to help you guys. But this turned into something more.
Not like we really wanted it to happen this way. I mean, if it were up to me, I would still be traveling with family and performing and making money.
Terrell just kind of looks around awkwardly at that statement.
What? What?
I can make will saves way easier than fortitude
Wait,
saves.
will save or fortitude save?
Are you
No,
trying
it's
to make me
fine.
throw
I
up?
just want to be sure.
Was
Is it
there
the
something
same?
wrong I said, Terrell?
Is it the same?
Terrell will just shake his head and say, "No, nothing wrong. I simply, I don't have much to say on the subject of family."
What? What's wrong with your family, Terrell?
Well, that depends who you ask. According to them, it's
asking
not so
you.
much what's wrong with them, it's what's wrong with me.
I'm gonna
So
throw up.
what's wrong
aren't
with
I?
you then?
Oh God!
no.
Ew! Ew!
Yeah.
Let's keep in mind if Rhea was having this conversation with Terrell while
Yeah.
like holding up Zachary. So now
No,
it's the middle of like, so what's the matter with you, Terrell?
Terrell just like stops and looks at Zachary and it's just, is he okay?
Fabric Fabrin is gonna do the typical like girly
Thing where she
gets up, the chair scoots back really fast, and she just walks away with her like hands up, like
So Zachary finishes throwing up, and then he casts prestidigitation on both of us, so we're both clean.
Oh no.
ew, ew.
Yeah. You feel hungry.
Hammered wizard.
So
Don't try to cast a spell right now, please.
Oh god.
it's a cantrip. I'm pretty sure that doesn't require concentration.
You hear Brian say over the wall of pirates, there was a really foul smell over there, guys. Is everything okay?
Oh god.
Are there rooms here that Zachary can pay for?
Zachary can pay for.
Oh shit.
Will you allow me to cast prestidigitation?
Yes, I will allow that.
Hey, it's a hard word to pronounce, okay?
Prestidigitation.
Is Zachary not the only one drinking here today, buddy?
Accurate RP! Accurate RP!
You know what? I'm gonna go get alcohol if you guys keep saying this.
So, okay, Brian will hear about it and he will go, well, let me ask my mistress, and if and when you guys are done, she'll tell you.
Don't ask the angry human man. He's gross.
The horny man?
Yes, don't ask him. He's gross.
Hey, that's rude.
He's kind of second in command, so that kind of defeats the purpose.
Ask whoever is his boss or something.
Okay, I'll go ask Mistress Sunino. I'll be back.
By the way, I can use that spell to clean. How many times do I cast it to clean the barf off of us?
Twice. There's
Each?
a lot. Yeah.
Aw.
There's a lot.
I'm gonna cast it on Ifril first.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Like, have you guys ever seen the movie How High?
Ah,
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
It's fine. That's huh?
Let me just clean you up. Let me just clean you up.
Oh god.
Don't cast any spells on me, please.
Oh god. Yeah, that's about the
Fabrin
amount.
is probably having to get away because the smell is. If it's anything like how I am with her, she has to get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. So you guys deliberate. Anything the party wants to do, or you guys want to kind of sleep on it and get a room?
I think we're too drunk for deliberation at this point, or at least certain members
Oh.
of us are.
Yeah.
We are too
I just
drunk to
forgot
come to a
about that.
legal consensus.
Makoto, same roll, -5.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna see if Makoto shrugs off the effects. Did you roll?
You said same roll -5.
Yeah, same roll,
Plain
-5. Mm-hmm.
7.
You feel queasy.
Okay.
You're able to just kind of like mentally not throw up at the sight of Zachary thrown up. But you hold it in. You maintain. You did good. Okay. So Brian runs back and he goes, if you guys are done, my mistress said you guys can have a room, and she said don't worry about the payment because she owns the tavern.
It was the half-orc, right? Not the gross man?
Yeah, I was a half-orc. She's
Okay.
more sympathetic towards you guys.
That's why I seem to like her more.
Yeah. She also said if you guys don't want a surprise in the middle of the night, lock the door.
I planned on it, trust me.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of
Kate.
surprised.
What?
I don't think you want to know the answer to that question, Makoto.
Fuck locks, we're dragging a dresser in front of the door.
Yeah. So when are we to leave?
Tomorrow night. And we're all leaving. I think there's only a few of us that are staying behind.
Yeah, it seems like this is the only option we have.
Well, if you guys want to kind of sleep this off, you can talk to the mistress in the morning. She doesn't sleep that much, honestly.
Very well, thank you.
No problem. Have a good night, guys. Oh, and he'll like double back and he goes, oh, yeah, talk to a guy named Daniel. He has your keys for your rooms.
Thank you, Brady.
It's Brian, but yeah, have a good night, guys.
He
Okay,
fucks
Bruno,
up
have a great
everybody's
night.
name.
What?
He messes up everybody's name.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Have a good night, Bruno.
God damn it, Makoto.
Love it
Bruno.
so much. I miss you.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, best monk ever.
So you guys are taking Zachary up, since he is not feeling so hot. You guys will see as you kind of go around the corner from where the whole crew is situated. You see Daniel with the keys. He hands them to each of you, and he goes, "Sleep tight." And you guys go up to your various rooms.
Were we each
So-
in one room, or?
No, you guys have separate rooms, and it's two door rooms, so you guys have to figure out who goes where and who gets a room by themselves.
So Ephrail's just gonna drop off Zachary,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's going to go downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
look at those paintings.
Okay.
How many were there?
There are 6 paintings in the whole of the tavern.
Jared,
You guys.
I fucking love you.
I'm going to see if any of those paintings are my father's.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, just for all of them, or
Well, what direction are you headed in particular, or are you inspecting each one?
I'm looking to see if any of the paintings look to be in my father's style.
Oh, so you're looking at one at a time, like you're going like looking at one painting and then one painting and then one painting?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, roll me a D100.
So 6 D100s or just 1 D100?
One D100. The painting of Sunino you recognize is done in your father's work.
I'm gonna copy that down in my spell book.
Okay.
Do you need me to make a roll for that? Because I have profession artists.
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh, that's a terrible painting or picture.
Well, you gotta remember, when you guys passed it, all you saw was DOW, and the painting was kind of busted. Like, it looked like somebody had either tried to attack it, or it had been, like, thrown at one point.
And this is the one at Sunino?
Yep.
And I recognize that as Sunino, I assume?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you'll see, she, like, the same scars that Sunino has, which are kind of like the tiger stripe scars, are the same ones on the painting.
That's from the Black Dragon, I assume, right?
Yeah, because she was, like, doused in fucking acid.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, think
So I've
Jim
seen-
Starwind kind of tiger stripe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many people are in the bar at this point, then?
We're gonna say it's roughly 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. People are starting to pass out around, there's roughly 15, 20 people.
Okay. May I make a stealth to sneak out with any of them seeing me?
Yes. Now, is there anybody else downstairs, or is everybody else upstairs?
No, I'm upstairs and I'm
I'm drunk
scared
as
because
fuck.
I'm in my room by myself.
No, we're not gonna
Yeah.
let you stay by yourself.